Rhythm Doctor's one-button gameplay and level editor are so open-ended that the customization is downright intimidating. But for some of the awesome levels we've gotten, it's totally worth putting the time in to learn. Here are 5 songs I'd totally make in Rhythm Doctor, provided I had the experience and permission from the relevant artists. Too many people don't know Kingsway exists, but they should. It's an RPG formatted in the way of a 90s Windows operating system. It also just so happens to have some amazing tracks, though you might completely miss them by mistake when they don't play automatically and you have to open up your music player first. There's plenty of awesome songs, but the one in particular that needs its own stage is a track called Wizard. It's calm, catchy, and slowly escalates in complexity from calm animal noises to an uplifting melody that reminds me of playing the first level of a new RPG on a Saturday morning when you were a kid. That optimistic feel matches Rhythm Doctor's tone perfectly. Definitely play this when you get the chance, and blast Wizard on repeat. Forrest Funk from the Flash version of Super Meat Boy has great hooks, crunches, and drops, on top of satisfying tempo changes. Besides how it sounds on its own, it naturally fit very well into Rhythm Doctor considering the game it's from is also an indie, and Meat Boy is an indie icon who's already crossed over into everything at this point. The way the song is composed probably puts it somewhere on the harder tier of difficulty, but honestly, that just makes it fit the source game more perfectly. While Super Meat Boy is vastly better than its Flash contemporary, it did have Forrest Funk at the end of the day. Tonally, Helltaker couldn't be more different than Rhythm Doctor. The dialogues and characters are flirtatious and coy. Conversely, Rhythm Doctor's characters are upbeat, innocent, and celebrate people getting better, and not the hurting of demon girls. That being said, its most popular track, Vitality, is more than deserving of its own custom stage. And while I'm aware that a remix of the song already has its own level, I feel it deviates too far from the initial song, and I'd like something a little bit more faithful to the original sound. Normally in puzzle games I like calming and soothing tracks so that I can really concentrate, but with how good Vitality is, and the rest of the game's soundtrack, I quickly forgot and didn't mind. Wow, the only song on this list that isn't from an indie game. Devil Trigger worked great in Beat Saber, but it might work even better here. It slowly adds layers of nuance to itself and switches back and forth between heavy whispers and upbeat metal tracks. Its beats are also decidedly more predictable and consistent, which makes it work better on a gameplay front. Friday Night Funkin' has the benefit of being more popular than Water right now, so it'd only do Rhythm Doctor good to have a song from the game in there. And it does, several in fact, but one that it still needs is Roses, the second song during week 6. Roses is punctuated with bumpy, rhythmic highs and lows, and has plenty of potential for tricky charting, whether it's ultimately a remixed version of itself or just its vanilla version. Picking a Friday Night Funkin' song to include here was a really tough choice, I will admit, but I ultimately settled on this one because I feel it's a real sleeper hit of the bunch, and its unconventional sound and beat make it an interesting choice to adapt into a rhythm game. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but what are some songs you guys really think belong in a game, because I'm genuinely curious? And if there's any songs that need to be remixed on here before they're charted in, which ones? Thanks so much, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.